us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And now a design run with Jefferson.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Here's Jefferson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Now a 2nd and 2.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
4 yards the pickup, first down. The Vikings at 500, sitting at 5-5. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
Osborne motions left.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
On the play fake, Corral.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 17-yard line.
Osborne motions left. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Vikings nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Raiders 14, Vikings nothing.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Osborne motions left. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Osborne motions left.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
A first down throw here for Corral.
And he's got his man on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Corral going to bootleg it.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the mark.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Motion man is Berrios. Second and 14. Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Jefferson going to go in motion right. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Jefferson going to go in motion right. They'll try and run it here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Motion man is Schwartz. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Third down, Corral. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
They're going to try and run. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more two-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fakes a handoff. Now Corral to throw it.
Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Switching it up, Corral will throw here. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. George Pickens from 4 yards out. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. In motion right is Osborne. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. Motion man is Berrios. Second and 5. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 75. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone. It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, then you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted. Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position. And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Motion man is Berrios.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
At the 26-yard line.
Second and 9 now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Back to throw again. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Off the play fake. Here's Corral.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good work here by the tight end. It's a crossing route off of play action. They're going to let the slot receiver run a post to hopefully let the defense think they're taking a shot. And then they bring the tight end underneath, and it winds up a first down.
Corral with it. First down here.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught at the 25.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Anthony Schwartz.
66 yards.
And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And they're going to speed things up here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
37-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly, but the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
He's got this to Pickens.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Raiders.
Anthony Schwartz
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Raiders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Back at the 46-yard line.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's now 3rd and 17.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And quickly, they get to the line.
Here's Corral on 1st down.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
And Corral will throw it.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll set up a throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Raiders, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.